Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife's palace allegedly plunged into serious desperation as sacred staff refused to be used until they brought Queen Naomi into the palace. Yes, so it is not a small thing. They said that no matter how many rains fall after the first, the earth never forgets the taste of the first drop. Now, you know that if you have been following the trend of events with the exposition that's been going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, recently a lot of things happened. And, you know, because of the hermaphrodite, they decided to bring Iyanifa into the country. And they brought her because they didn't want things to get out of control, because it's looking like everything has been happening and they've not been really taking care of it. And they saw that if nothing is done about the things that are happening in the palace, things are likely going to get out of control. They had to plead Iyanifa. They brought Iyanifa in. Now, when they brought Iyanifa in, Iyanifa asked for 7 Ifa diviners. And now these 7 diviners were brought from different countries, but in Nigeria, initially we heard that it was only 1 Ifa diviner, 1 trusted one, but right now we are hearing that Nigerian Ifa diviners were 3. Or they are 3, and then they have 4 from other countries. There's 1 from Accra, 2 from Benin Republic, and all of that. So now these 7 Ifa diviners are actually with Iyanifa. They are exposing a whole lot of things because they figured that the things that are happening in the palace right now have, you know, spiritual, you know, background, and they cannot just solve the problem from the surface. They need to dig deep to know where this is coming from. Now, there are so many things that have happened in the palace. Kabiyesi have faced a lot of opposition. Yes, as in the opposition that the man has faced. They say during the time that Baba was there, late Baba, that is with the blessed memory now, Sadia, even when Oba Sijo Ade was there, he never faced this level of opposition. But you do know that Oba Sijo Ade was an older man. Ooni of Ife is a younger generation king, with due respect to our great Oba, right? He is a younger generation king. He is educated. He is exposed, okay? And naturally, Ooni of Ife has a kind heart. Now, some of the traditional, you know, solutions that ordinarily any other king will seek, you know, to solve very fundamental problems, the Ooni of Ife will not want to use them. Ooni of Ife wants to use common sense. Ooni of Ife wants to be, he is a king with a human face. That is what I would say. Okay, I think that is the best, you know, way to describe the situation. And so that has made things complicated for him. And because of the way he has been running that throne, a lot of people have leveraged on his own thought process to take advantage of a lot of things that is basically backfiring, and the consequences is coming on the Ife throne. So these women Iyanifa and all of these diviners that are in the palace right now, they are right there to try and solve this problem. So one of the things that they discovered last week was the fact that there is an underground home for the sacred staff, the Oduduwa sacred staff, that staff that they gave to him. So there was a house, as in the underground house, that has been discovered. It's not as if Ooni of Ife never knew it was there. It's just that it has not been in use. Okay, the same house that said Naomi was one of those who discovered it, and she entered there and she got a lot of revelation inside that place before she left. They said that happened about 6 days before she left the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, this house on the ground, the palace of the Ooni of Ife, was actually made for Okpa or Oramiyan, okay? That is the sacred staff. Now, when Iyanifa came, Iyanifa said the reason why things have been going so wrong and Okpa Oramiyan is not doing anything is because they have locked Okpa Oramiyan in that box inside the chamber of the Ooni of Ife. That one of the best things that they will do right now that will make so much impact in the ruling clan right now is to get that Okpa Oramiyan back to, the house that was originally prepared. Now, getting the Okpa Oramiyan to that house means that they have to prepare it again. Now, these what do you call these diviners? They now join forces together, and the whole of last week they were trying to prepare that house, the home where that Okpa Oramiyan was initially. Now, if you have been, a lover of this Ooni of Ife stuff from 2015, like I have been, okay, you will find out that Ooni of Ife, you see that palace, the way we are seeing the palace, that wasn't how Ooni of Ife made the palace. It was quite different from that. Ooni of Ife renovated it and made it this edifice that we are seeing right now, okay? Now, that underground place, they still left it there. They were able to still fix it, but they removed the Okpa Oramiyan and brought it up to the chamber of the Ooni of Ife. Because that other place, going down there to go and meet the Okpa Oramiyan all the time, Ooni of Ife thought that it wasn't necessary since the Okpa Oramiyan came in a very big traditional box. They brought it, prepared a very huge wardrobe where that thing was in in another room, okay, inside the chamber. Now, after they finished everything, they were supposed to remove Okpa Oramiyan back to the house where they prepared for it. Okpa Oramiyan refused to move. It refused to move. Not because it doesn't want to go back to where they kept it, because they found out, usually they said that. Now, what they said they did, the diviners, they carried the other image. Now, this Okpa Oramiyan, they say it has a mother. Like, a mother always stands by a child in real life. That is how that Okpa Oramiyan, that is the ancient staff, mother is always standing by the child. So there is an image representing the mother. Now the mother stands like it's carved, okay? That image is standing there. Then the Okpa Oramiyan, that is the powerful staff itself, is usually allowed to lie, inside the box, as in they will always say that the Okpa Oramiyan is taking a rest, okay? And now, they now move the mother, the powerful, huge image that is standing by the side of the box. They move that image to the house underneath the palace. Now, when they moved that image, the traditional way they moved things, they were chanting, moving the image. Now, you're not supposed to carry the image like you're carrying a person. One person is supposed to hold the image by the left, and the other person is supposed to hold the image by the right, as if the image is moving, okay? They did everything. The diviners were there. Iyanifa was there. They moved the mother, and the mother agreed to move, right? The mother agreed to move, and they took the mother downstairs to the basement where the house prepared for the Okpa Oramiyan is. They took the mother, agreed to move. So basically, they now said that if Okpa Oramiyan was angry that he didn't want to move from where he was, the mother would never have moved. But because the mother agreed to move, so it meant that the problem was not even to take them to their main house. They even like it. The problem was something else. Do you know that they did the whole of Saturday? They did there was nothing they didn't do. Iyanifa, they did everything to move the ancient sword, the box that is not nailed to the ground or nailed to anywhere. So many people came to carry that box. The box refused to move. They had to run. Yennefer checked and said it was Naomi. It was Olori Naomi. They had to run to Akure to go and bring Olori Naomi to Ile-Ife. Naomi stormed the palace. Naomi had not even entered the what do you call it? Naomi had not even entered the chambers. Naomi stormed the palace. Immediately the vehicle carrying Naomi entered the palace of the Ooni of Ife. The box carrying the Okpa or Ramiya moved like it was as light as paper, as in fact, they have never, ever seen anything like that in Ile-Ife before. Yes, so that is what we heard. They said usually that box, the box itself, is this ancient wooden box. So they used a very powerful tree that was like, the box is so heavy. The box alone, you need like 6 people to carry that box alone. It's not the ancient sword that is heavy. They said the box and all of that. They said when Olori Naomi, they heard that Olori Naomi was inside, touched the palace, they were able to move this box like a sheet of paper. The box left and went straight. They went to go and keep the box where that box is supposed to be. Now, what are they saying? They said this goes to show the kind of influence, the kind of power. People who never believed all that they were saying before, right now, they now understand where this thing between Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi is coming from. They moved it, and they said they had to kind of take when they were done, Ooni of Ife spoke to Queen Naomi, thanking Queen Naomi, Yennefer, everybody, and all of that. They said Kabiyesi was literally crying. Queen Naomi also, they had to even take Queen Naomi back to Akure that same Saturday because Queen Naomi needed to be in church on Sunday. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact. I appreciate you guys so much. Dela Wright. Happy New Week to my lovers. I love you guys. Thank you, people.